Okay, here we go with another premium edition, Elvira's House of Horrors by Stern. The newest Elvira trilogy. It's probably my favorite one. I do like Scared Stiff a lot, and I do like Party Monsters, but this one's a lot of fun. So you have your left ramp that kind of horseshoes 180 degrees underneath the crate, down here into the left-in lane. You have your, what I like to call the Medieval Madness lock shot right underneath the house here. You have your ramp that goes into the house, the left orbit that goes around the house, and there's also like a little passageway in the back of the house that kind of like a secret shot. Your right ramp, which kind of 180 degrees, but it's a little wider, comes around onto this plastic form. You have your crip shot, and you have your right orbit under the spinner, the pop bumper area, shooter lanes, in lanes, and whatnot. Okay, starting with the left ramp, goes right up here. It's got a 180 underneath a piece of plastic. Now since the plastic's tight, I don't want to scratch it up. You know, it's not my machine, it's a nice machine. I'm just going to kind of very gently guide the snake under. And you can see it kind of hooks around. I'm lifting the plastic up slightly. And then I'm even going to come from the top here and do the other end. That way you just get both ends of it. There we go. Now the plastic ramp, they have a crate mod under it, so I'm just going to lay the snake right below the crate. You see the crate pops up and it blocks it. So there's a little switch in here. So I'll lift that switch up. Just open it and switch it up. And I can get that whole ramp. If you have this mod, there's a little, or I don't know if it's a mod or if it's part of the premium. I've never played a premium before. But if it is, then yeah, you just lift it up. There's a little like, flap switch in here. The left orbit, all the way to the left here, kind of hooks around. And get as far as you can there. Get up to that little gate. There's a gate back there, you can hear it. I'm not gonna go past it, just knocking on the door. Pulling it out. And then the Medieval Madness shot, I like to call it the lock shot. Just kind of goes right in here and it hooks around. And I can see the snake. It's kind of doing a 180 degree horseshoe again. So I can see it actually like, you know, getting in there. But I don't want to go past it. There's a gate in there as well. Now for the house shot, one of your main shots, kind of the mode start. Go right the ramp into the house. Bring it a little more. And you can actually lift up this flap. Get under there as well. Okay, right over here there's a little hook shot. It's kind of hard to hit, you know when you pull. Sometimes I get it, I'm just lucky. Just going to feed the snake right in there. Okay, the right ramp shot. It's again steep, so it goes straight up. And I don't want to hit the plastic too much, because this is a nice plastic. So I'm going to clean the bottom part here. And then I'm going to come from the top, make sure there's no gates inside. And lay the snake right in this ramp, bring it around, let it feed out, like so. Remember the path of least resistance. And while I'm here, I can do the right orbit shot. There's a spinner here. So I'm just going to feed it through, hold the spinner parallel, right up into the roller blades. Now, there's a gate all the way back here. As I'm feeding it through, there's a one-way gate right there. I'm not going to go past it, because if I go past it, you could lock. Unless you just want to reach in here, hold it up, and you can feed it through a little bit. Okay, for the pop bumper area, which is kind of tight, you have a bunch of pieces here. There's a lane that comes in, goes underneath all this, behind the crib that feeds into the right orbit. I'm just going to feed the snake up here into the rollover lanes on both sides. There we go. So there is a passageway that goes from the pop bumper area to the right orbit and down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it from here, put my hand right next to the pop over and just start pushing to the right. Sort of like making a hard right. And you can see it's kind of circling around right there. Just nice and easy. Bring it in and out. For the shooter lane area, just lay it right down here, because there's a big piece of plastic that covers the whole top part of the shooter lane. Just gonna rub it right through there. A lot of these modern sterns, the shooter lane will kind of just shoot out and drop into the right orbit. Your right side lanes, you have your right in lane covered by the plastic, both sides out lane as well. So I'm just gonna come from the bottom, feed it through. Nice and easy. Same thing with the bottom one, the right out lane, feed it through. Get it past the difficulty posts. Nice and easy. The left in lane and out lane are covered by the plastic return ramp. So I'm going to come from the bottom here. Just by nudging it up and over. Seesaw it, grab the head back and forth. Go out the way you came. Same thing with the left out lane. Push it up past the difficulty posts. Grab the head. And there you go. Nice and clean. And that's all there is to it for an Elvira House of Horrors Premium Edition.